Here is everything new with CarPlay in iOS 26. Real quick, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. So I have iOS 26 installed here on my iPhone. Let's hop in the car and I'll walk you through all of the new features. Starting out with the obvious, right? The new redesign. The liquid glass has spread across all of Apple's platforms, including here in the car. You'll notice all the redesigned icons that look great, and you'll have this glassy 3D look to them with this nice detailing and specular highlights. Apple included new background UI options as well for users to choose from, as they do with each major update. The next big feature then is widgets. These are built on Apple's WidgetKit framework, which really just means that the same widgets you have on your iPhone and that work in standby mode will now work in the car. There are tons of options here already that you'll have to explore on your own phones. I have ones here for my phone stats, my personal health, my home, sports scores, and more. I actually did a whole video just on the best standby mode widgets, so if you need some inspo, go check that out. I've linked it for you here. You can change the widgets right in the CarPlay interface, and it's located all the way to the left below the split screen one, to the left of the split screen one. And you can change the order or reset them in the settings app on your iPhone. Widgets, or a version of widgets, used to be reserved for CarPlay Ultra, and I'm so happy to see Apple bringing this option to everybody. I love that I can even see relevant smart home accessories, like I can see that a window is open or that I left a fan running, and I can even control them from here. Similarly, we have live activities. These are things that are going on in real time that you need to keep track of. You could see the live weather predictions on when it may start raining, sports scores, flight details, or the status of your pickup food order. What widgets or live activities would you use on your car? Let me know in the comments. With iOS 26 introducing some really cool new battery features, like how long it'll take till you're done charging, and this refreshed visual design, it's time for your accessories to evolve with your phone. ESR's new lineup of magnetic accessories is fully compatible, even with the upcoming iPhone 17. So now's the perfect time to gear up for what's next. Like the ESR car charger with Cryo Boost. Basically, it's a Qi 2 certified car charger, which means up to 15 watts of wireless power, but it has active cooling. There's a fan inside that quietly whirls away, wicking away heat and increasing the speed at which your phone charges. In the car, that's even more important, because your phone can already get hot while running things like CarPlay or navigating, especially in the summer heat. Plus, they just launched their second-gen Cryo Boost tech, which is slimmer, quieter, and more efficient. If you need a good phone case to go with it, I highly recommend the ESR Hybrid case. Super strong MagSafe magnets, clear non-yellowing design, and a built-in stash stand around the cameras. Not to mention it has a glass covering for your camera control that's just as responsive and pressure sensitive as the real thing. But you won't be on the hook for hundreds and hundreds of dollars should something happen to it. Learn more about all these accessories down below in the description. So inside of the Maps app, Apple has made a few small tweaks I think are worth pointing out. It's now using on-device intelligence to get a better understanding of how people travel. This will help in route predictions and can better offer preferred routes over what may just look like the fastest. It can also predictively tell you about delays. Even if you don't start your navigation, based on where you've gone, it can let you know about a delay ahead of time, preventing you from being late. While navigating, Maps has new types of incidents to report. Before you had hazard, speed check, and accident. Now there's things like traffic, roadwork, and road closed. Finally, Apple has a new feature that will help you remember where you've been. It can now keep track of your previously visited locations, all on device. But then you can go back and say, hey, what was that restaurant we went to last week? Or what was the name of that park we liked out west? Obviously, not all that is shown on CarPlay, but as you're navigating, it all works together. In the Music app, it has been changed to match the new hierarchy in the iPhone Music app. With Messages, it now shows your pinned message threads prominently, making it faster to get to who you want to find. Plus, when a message comes in, you can respond with Tapbacks in the updated UI. Calls also have a new, similar, smaller UI that just shows up on the bottom of the screen. It no longer takes over the whole thing like when you're trying to navigate. Then we have AirPods, which have automatic handoff to CarPlay. So you can be listening to your AirPods, hop in the car, and jump to your car stereo or the other way around. Finally, and this isn't so much a new feature, but I wanted to still mention it, you can take screenshots still with CarPlay. Apple has just disabled them by default. If you want to turn them back on, head to Settings, General, Screen Capture, and toggle on CarPlay screenshots. So that's it. Those are all the big new features coming to both regular CarPlay as well as CarPlay Ultra. Apple, of course, says more support is coming for other features like Car Key and CarPlay Ultra, so follow along with AppleInsider, and I'll be sure to let you know when more get announced. Otherwise, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.